Welcome to the actual roads of South Tucson in South Tucson, Arizona. This is the Diddler Cup Racing Series. We're back here. My name is Chip Chapman. I'm here with Lightning Lord Shivers.
Hey y'all, hello again.
And we had Beaumont Jenkins joining us a second ago. I don't know if he's back in the commentary booth. Yeah,
I think he's trying to fight off the sandstorm. I think he's got a gun outside our announce booth trying to shoot away the sandstorms.
Yeah, we have tried everything to try to keep these sandstorms away. We've tried everything from rifles to yelling at it. And here we go. We've already if you're joining us, if you didn't join us last night, we had an attempt and a sandstorm.
Drivers, start your
okay, you just stop that right there, please.
Oh, but you just
well, now we're getting sued, and we're not ready to start that. So, thankfully, we have trained all of our drivers not to respond to that sort of dirty language. We don't like that here one dang gum bit. Now that being said, we are getting sued, and yeah, so we have we had a sandstorm come through, which originally caused our delay that brought the race on to Tuesday night, but it came through during lap number 5, and of course it's a 10-lap race. We're going 12.8 miles on this highway, the actual roads of South Tucson road course. We need to get to lap 6 for the race to be official. It did not. It was actually just short of 1 lap to be an official race where we would have frozen the field and scored the race as it was. And Joe John Winchester, who was on the outside pole, would have been the winner. He was leading that entire race from the get-go. Bit of a hard done, bit hard luck for him, bit of hard luck for some of the other leaders. I know.
But some good luck for some of the drivers who got involved in some early carnage in yesterday's first attempt to get this race in.
And
they've now been able to. Yeah, they've been able to duct tape and bondo and duct tape some more of their cars together, and they got another chance to try and win this thing.
Ain't nothing that duct tape can't fix, but nonetheless, yeah, we had a very unusual day yesterday. The sandstorm being one thing, but a first lap accident. We don't usually see a lot of wrecks involving multi-cars. Usually it's just one car kind of having some issues, but we saw 5 different cars on pit road, including our winner of our first race on Sunday, Hans Vaspulver, a bunch of other rookies as well, Thicker Richard Ketchup, Steve Thompson, of course, veteran driver Ricky Walton was also caught up in that, and there was one other one who I'm not, Triple X Macklin, the other rookie of the South Tucson Youth Motorsports team. All of them caught up in an unusual wreck. We didn't even get a chance to see what in the hell happened, but nonetheless, we of course had the race get called. So all these cars got patched up. They're back in the starting grid. I think it is time to just go and remind everybody of the starting grid. So we're gonna go ahead and take you over to there. This is, of course, the driver's stand. Is just a reminder. Hans Vaspulver, our winner from our first race, he leads the points. That gold coloring means that he is already locked into the playoffs with a race win. Here is how it goes. It's basically how they finished at Diddler Motor Speedway. But of course, our Dongerex Pole Award goes to a second time this season to Paul Walker. 2 races, 2 poles. Good fast car. That's Spub and Mortport's car. They got some fast cars. And we saw yesterday, even though he fell back, his teammates, Bucket Dushan and Smiley Van Buren, made it to the front. And there is the front row. Walker and Winchester, couple of seasoned drivers on the front row. On row 2, Richard Blood had a bit of an issue with his car. He's back in it again. Good qualifying effort. He's on row 2 with Bucket Dushan in that Taco Baco car. Row 3, Bowie Jessup, brand new ride in the number 9 Gumboost Chevy. And Reverend Pastor Chavez, road course extraordinaire on row 3. Row 4, a couple of seasoned veterans, Paul Alcohol and Jean-Paul Henry, the winner of the 2017 Diddler Cup Championship. Pair of Jeffs on row 5, Jeff Shanice, Jeff Tanaka, 38 and 88 there. The other Jeff on row 6, there's Jeff Gordon, the horse and the man hung like a horse, Kevin Boner Pillman. New day, same jokes. In that Dongerex Injectapan 15 car. Smiley Van Buren on row 7 and El Matador Toto Rosanna in that brown England Dan and John Ford Coley sponsored car. On row 8, it's Jim Blossoms, being sponsored by Bloodco, the, of course, parent organization of Plasma Train, and Doug Pork, who wants all the ham. On row 9, it's Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver and Ricky Walton. Ricky Walton back at it after getting into a bit of a wreck in the race last night. Hans Vaspulver, the rookie, on row 10 with Petrol Topoff, who was a big, well-raced rookie last year. On row 11, Fat Darrell and Morris Mayfield, that 69 car.
Nice.
On row 12, High Beaumont, it's Ennio Sparini and Triple X Macklin, the rookie for South Tucson Youth Motorsports, a couple of South Tucson boys. On row 12, on row 13, it is number 4, Giacomo and that Kiss War Machine Ford, and Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear. On row 13, it is Steve Thompson, a rookie, again, off of the ATF Bureau team, and Wu Ba Bali. On row 15, pair of rookies, it's Bobrovsky and Thicker Richard Ketchup in that all-natural chugging butter Ford. And, Pontiac. And on row 16 at the back, Big Daddy Thibodeau and Blario Blandretti, the rookie off of Most Glorious Motorsports. Of course, sponsored by Blappa Auto Blarts. Go to the keys to the race for this one. Just a reminder, it's a goddamn marathon, not a goddamn sprint. Going to take you a long time to navigate this course. Don't worry if you ain't in the front at the beginning. It all bunches up. It all spreads out. You just got to be able to keep your car together and find consistency. And a whole lot of nothing out there. Don't want to get wrecked where no one can get to you. It's that simple, boys. That's simple.
Yeah. Train? Is that a train? Yes, that is a train.
Oh, folks. Yeah, we're going to get that.
It is a live and loaded train.
Yep, we got to navigate Fuck Mountain, of course, as well. Navigating Fuck Mountain, you're going to see what that's all about. That's going to bunch up the car.
You got the Flesh Tunnel. You got the scenic sights of South Tucson.
Of course, and Latin Lloyd did, of course, ask the important question, which is that a train?
Yes, it's a train.
It's a train. Yeah, let's just make sure that is a train. We know that it's a train, and let's not have the train hit us. But
of course, we remember to make sure to lock down the F-18 jet so that way Lee Corso can't try and join.
100% on that one. Well, we're gonna head over to I guess we have to go down to we dragged out Asbestos the Clown again. We had to pay the fee this time because don't want to take money out of that lovely clown's paycheck. Getting a booking. So of course, down with the officially ranked 6th most famous words in motorsports. Here is Asbestos the Clown from You Need a Clown. I think that also counts as a prayer at this point.
Yes,
that's
I just keep wondering if Bulgogi is like one of them off-brand Luigi types from the Mario Brothers.
Bulgogi, yeah. I think they always say if you honking once is like praying twice.
That's right, and one ding for one wire friend.
And one lack equals one prayer.
That's right. And one share equals one lack. And
exactly.
One in the bush is two.
And one in the bush is like
2 in the stink.
That's right. That's time to do it for. It's time to do it for somebody.
Hey guys, what do you guys call Joan of Arc the threesome?
Oh, mama!
I got jokes tonight. Just like syphilis, I got jokes.
Well, here we go. Pace car is off the track. And, of course, on the inside is our pole sitter, Paul Walker, not Morris Mayfield. He's in the 69 car. I will always get that wrong. So used to seeing 00 Morris Mayfield. All those days he had that 00 back in the days in the other series. We are going green flag racing. It's time to go Diddler. It's a goddamn auto racing. Look at how they are. And right off the bat, they go 4 wide. The Jeffs just spread this field wide apart. That looks like that is Jeff Tanaka and I'm sorry, Jeff Shanice.
Burn it on easy because hard barter makes me angry.
Look at how there going 4, 5, 6, 20 wide here. I didn't even know these roads were that damn wide.
Well, they ain't. That's the problem. As you saw all that dust getting kicked up, I better watch if I'm a small business here in South Tucson. I'm worried about that. There is the train right there. We just barely missed it. It was a train. It will be a train again. Thanks to object permanence, it still is a train.
Y'all, let's do it. Let's climb Fuck Mountain for
and we're going to get a good shot on the ground.
Take a look at that back of the pack. I don't know if there might be something happening there.
Oh, back of the pack, something happening?
It happened last night. I don't know if it's going to be happening.
So I don't know. I don't see any. We're going to take a look again as they're navigating Fuck Mountain. Looks like we got everybody on. Everybody's taken care of, I think. I don't see anybody.
Everybody is on Fuck.
Everybody is good. Yep, we got the Pegasus car there. Yep, that is Bobrovsky right behind Steve Thompson, trailing him like there's a bit of familiarity there. Getting a little up close and personal. Right behind Richard Blood now is Bobrovsky, one of the exciting to talk about rookies. And they were saying he ain't no rookie when it comes to racing, but he's a rookie in the Diddler Cup. Sponsored by the Mouthfeel brand of sauces, condiments, and spreads. That is Thicker Richard Ketchup. He is sporting the bright yellow and purple of all-natural chugging butter. And Bowie Jessup, he dropped way back into that field. Must not have got a good run up Fuck Mountain. He's right behind Blario Blandretti as they head through the flesh tunnel.
It's a slippery slope up there when you're chugging butter trying to get up the...
Now, of course, chugging butter...
Like that Japanese game show with the slippery stairs.
No doubt about it.
Any butter is chuggable, but only chugging butter is specifically made for chugging.
100% made for chugging. Keeping an eye on Wu Ba Bala right now. Moving pretty good right behind Ricky Walton.
And he won, of course, the inaugural race on the actual road to South Tucson.
2017 champion. They should have crowned him champion that year, but not enough goddamn people signed.
Reverend Pastor Chavez and El Matador Toto Rosanna won the races back in 2018. Pastor Chavez in the spring, he's in the number 33 Magenta App-to-Mouth car. And of course, El Matador Toto Rosanna driving that brown and yellow England Dan and
John Ford Coley, yeah. None of doubt about that. We're looking at Reverend Pastor Chavez right now. Look like he's running in about 6th place. Just like it said. Now again, it's going to be a little deceiving on the right side, on the left side of your screen, because remember, this is a 12.8 mile road course. The times only get updated every time they cross that start-finish line, which again has yet to happen. So keep an eye on the laps and see. There's not going to be a lot of movement between. Again, we're only going 10 laps, which again means those bonus points for leading a lap are going to be super valuable.
I just hope everyone got their GPS directions correct.
And no doubt about that. Well, hopefully you can just follow the person in front of you, except Joe John Winchester.
Yeah, it helps that we painted the directions on the track, literally on the track itself. But of course, we're leaving these directions on the road, so that way, nobody can run the risk of having these taken off here, because they need it for the next time.
No doubt about that. And look who is running in 3rd place. Jeff Gordon, the horse, right behind Bucket Duchan. Jeff Gordon, the horse, had a fantastic run in that opening race of the season. Finished 2nd, got some points for leading the lap, positioning himself to be a force to be reckoned with. And that Iron Jeff team, man, Jeff Shanice has found something, and if they can keep this momentum going, then they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Driving those Toyota models, I mean, that's going to be interesting to see how this team shakes out.
Now, of course, if you're new to this championship, when you see the name Jeff Gordon on the horse, and you think, what does that even mean? That means that there's an actual horse. His name is Jeff Gordon, the horse, and this horse is driving an 800 horsepower.
That is an actual horse. Yes.
He's driving 800 different horses. He's like 100%. Ben Hur, but it's NASCAR.
And we saw Jeff Gordon, the horse, pushed his way up into 2nd place. At the start-finish line, he's kind of running side by side with Morris Mayfield in that 69 car. But look at Joe John Winchester getting a good run in that clean air.
Breaking away again. He has got this car hooked up.
He just knows, you got to wonder if they even did anything to that car. That car looked so good yesterday in the first few laps. As we head up Mount Tisdale, and you can see they just kind of bunch up again. Now we're going to see this happen a lot.
otherwise known as Fuck Mountain. They are both interchecking.
I think Fuck Mountain is just kind of how the locals just lovingly refer to it. So you know, it's one of those when in Rome sort of things. We just like to call it Fuck Mountain. Of course, Mount Tisdale is its official name, but you know, that gets a little bit of gets a little political in there, and we don't want to get too politically involved and charged and stuff like that. There is a dead mayor who has not been replaced due to some weird. You know what? It's just probably best not to even get into the politics of South Tucson. It just gets confusing.
That's right, yo.
It's why you got 300 different municipal stadiums going
exactly.
on.
Exactly. And if that ain't a good way to spend taxpayer money, then I don't fucking know what is.
Stadium. Like, what the hell?
Including a 7,000-seater just off in the distance.
100%. And we're seeing that's Jeff Shanice was right behind his teammate Jeff Gordon, the horse. Looks like they're going to be working together if they can just get lined up behind each other on a draft. Now, Lloyd, I know you were a short track specialist, but you've been known to be on a road course once or twice before as they head through the flesh tunnel. Is the draft? I mean, obviously we know on a super speedway the draft is just so important. How much more important is it on a road course, especially one like this?
Well, I remember back when I was a teenager driving these actual roads. I would get into my daddy's 1993 Cadillac Elante because he wanted to have an Italian sports car for himself. And this thing, I'll tell you, these roads are real rough. Remember, they're not paved.
They're not paved well. I mean, they're paved, but not very well.
Yeah, you can see the potholes. You can see the ruts. I'll tell you, there's more rutting than an animal in it. There's like hundreds of animals in heat. That's how many ruts there are.
No doubt about that.
Yeah, the animals in heat having sex with the ruts.
Well, you see, they're finding that good line, especially here on the turns, and they are all bunched up. Winchester trying to make that run off the turn. Again, he's got to be patient, but he's got the 69 car,
Nice.
the 35 of Paul Alcohol, and the number 40 of Jean-Paul Henry, a couple of veteran drivers knowing how to navigate this very difficult course. It's a marathon, not a sprint, like we say. And again, we're just kind of watching it. And they're just biding their time. They're not trying to make a pass right now. We're only on lap 2. There's still this plus 8 more to go.
It's a marathon, not a Circle K.
Exactly. And you know, that's the thing we got to keep an eye on, is just watch how Joe John Winchester navigates the clean air he's driving in, and also how he manages the pace and manages the people behind him. Because if he's going to just come off a corner and make a good run, he's going to want to see what those other cars are going to do. And you may not want to make too much of a hard run early because fuel might be an issue. They don't need to fill up on this one unless they push the car too hard.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, Joe John Winchester will be talking constantly with his crew chief Howard Duke here. He's just telling where to go, where the momentum is, so where he can stay up in the front. It's almost like a super speedway race, which wait, don't down nobody.
Oh yeah, we're spread the word, but don't spread the word.
On the down low. No, we are there for sights and beach weather. Yes. I assure you, we are there for beach weather and sightseeing.
A very late spring break. Woo! Spring break.
Yeah, spring tennis. Tennis.
Cancun.
Yeah. I like
And we're seeing them all spread out. They're hitting the start-finish line pretty soon. It looks like it'll still be Winchester. Yes, it will. Winchester, Mayfield, Alcohol, Pastor Chavez, Henry. There is your top 5 with Tanaka and Shanice at 6 and 7. El Matador, Puerto Rosanna, Jeff Gordon, the horse, Giacomo rounds out your top 10. And we see 2 former winners here at this track in the top 10. Wubabali move up to 23rd. Still within shouting distance again. You don't want to worry about these packs that kind of break away because they got Mount Tisdale to contend with. And that's going to slow everybody down just a little bit.
Is that the... Dear God, the train's not there yet.
Nope, not this time. But we did see... I thought I heard a sound of a plane taking off, and that just worries me. But here we go again. They're bunching up, all coming over that mountain. They're standing top of a mountain, chopping it down with the edge of their hand, as Jim Blossoms is leading a second pack of cars. That starts at about 13th place. You can see there's about a 1.7 gap between 12th and 13th.
You know, what we've seen here is it's not uncommon for cars all of a sudden to get a massive run going up up the mountain and then carry that momentum coming down here. Again, it's a very bumpy road, and sometimes these cars can get really out of control here. They can hit a pothole or something.
Yep, we saw a car slide into the abyss. That was Cobb Salad last year. Of course, not unable to find himself a ride. He was driving the 21 car, which became the 17 car. So that 17 car is currently sitting in 28th place with the rookie of Steve Thompson on there. But nonetheless, we were watching. Thought we had a shot on Wu Ba Bala. I actually had it on the 90 car, sponsored by NAF MMA, one of the many fine programming choices on Sportsnaz, the Russia's top premier sporting network. But
And
Wu
of
Ba
course,
Bala,
they are the official. Yeah, of course, the Russian sports network Sportsnaz, our official broadcast partner throughout all of Eastern.
pretty much. And they were so happy with how Petrol Topoff was doing last season that they pumped a bunch of money into Matryoshka Inc. And we're seeing Wu Ba Bala. He's running, I think, that'd be 16th place for Wu Ba Bala. He's definitely in that pack, so he just gets a good run. You can jump 7 places like that. And if this pack can work together. Well, we usually say
miles per hour. I mean, he could be doing some Back to the Future nonsense.
no doubt about that. Well, we were talking about it yesterday. We started comparing this to like a Tour de France sort of cycling race where they have like the Pelican, and that's when you have like a whole bunch of cars in the back. Well, I guess they're bicycles, but you know, we don't got a bicycle. We got a bunch of goddamn heavy machinery.
Hey yo!
But we ain't
I don't know why.
We ain't got anybody with a bicycle here.
The damn sandstorm. I can't see shit out here.
And you can hear the spotters trying to call down advice. They can't hear or make any sort of thing because they are moving so
look
damn
at that
fast.
move! Eat your shit, USA! 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 Ah, shit, he passed him again.
But yeah, 100% we see like a lead pack of, in this case it is about 12 cars, and they may not be working together, but if they are, then they're going to try to keep that pace and try to stay away from the Pelican, which is of course from 13, which is XXX Macklin, all the way down on your screen. But they have more numbers. They got 20 drivers, if they're all packed together, that they can work together and get caught up, and we've seen it happen before. Getting caught up to those cars who are driving all by the lonesome. Look at that. We're looking at El Matador Toto Rosanna, who's already losing pace. He's going to be dropping back and maybe falling back into that Pelican.
You of course don't want to be in the damn Pelican. Oh my.
Everything all right, boys?
No, it's looking fucked, Chief.
Oh no, are things going bad right now?
I think
It's not that another sandstorm again. We already had too many.
Well, we're having a little bit of issues with our sound. I can hear y'all all right. I know it might be coming a little funny in your ears, but looking at it now at Jean-Paul Henry sitting in 8th place.
Coming in a little funny in the ears, I assure you.
That might be Darlene. She usually had that happen to her ears all the time, I remember. And we're seeing an early pack breakaway of 6 cars here. And El Matador Toto Rosanna is number 7, trying to keep up as we are on lap 4 of this race. Heading over Mount Tisdale. Winchester still leading, with Mayfield, Pastor Chavez, Shanice, Tanaka, Alcohol, and Rosanna. And Reverend Pastor Chavez has been in that front pack. He moved up to 3rd place. That pack of 6 cars, with El Matador Toto Rosanna kind of in no man's land, trying to catch up or just, fall back into the bigger pack. Hasn't decided what he's going to do just yet. But we are going to get this all figured out and deciding what is going on here. And, yeah, pretty much right now we're just seeing Reverend Pastor Chavez having a good car, road course specialist. And again, right behind Morris Mayfield in that 69 car.
Nice.
And Joe John Winchester, as they head through the flesh tunnel, Joe John Winchester has not given up the lead just yet. He is hanging on to it. He has led 3 laps on to lap 4 right now.
How many races have Winchester won here in the Diddler Cup? He's won a good
my
many.
stats here. I got stats for you. Let's see.
We got stats pulled up. Yeah, we do.
You're coming a little squirrely there, my dude.
Pull up.
Oh God, he's going Wall-E on us.
Yeah, you're coming a little squirrely there, buddy.
Shit, man.
It's that
There we go, there we go, there we go.
sandstorm again.
Something spilled on my damn. Damn it.
Now, Winchester has recorded, if I'm looking correctly, he's got 4 wins, 4 career wins in 2 seasons. And, of course, he is the defending champion in the Diddler Cup. Wants to get himself right into the playoffs. No messing around. Get right into it. Morris Mayfield has 1 victory under his belt. That was back when he was driving the 00 car in the very first season. Right behind him is Reverend Pastor Chavez. 2 wins for him and 10 top 10 finishes. So again, you know, a lot of quality driving for these cars. And then Jeff Shanice, who has just been a revelation as of late. 12 top 10 finishes, 1 win last year, and of course 2 career poles in his 2 seasons here in the Diddler Cup.
But the big story is Woo Baba's now broke 20th place. Yeah.
Yep, 18th. He is in that second pack. Well, I guess it's a third pack now, but he is moving up, and that's the thing. All you got to do is just kind of find your way to the front of the pack you're in, and you can easily just gain a whole bunch of spots. As we're going to go ahead and look at Woo Baba, he is, he's slotting right in. He's found a good spot right behind that 13 car of the child, Triple X Macklin, driving that creamiest surprise number 13 car. Of course, South Tucson Youth Motorsports, featuring all of the past champions of South Tucson Youth Football, especially the most recent one, the Bingen Texan, as the 28 car Ennio Sparini is featuring that paint scheme for both races here in South Tucson. As we're seeing there is that 28 car. Right in front of Nikolai the Soviet driving Bear. And we seem like we got some issues with Thicker Richard Ketchup and Ricky Walton. Both have fallen way off the pace. We're going to go take a look, see what's going on with them. Again, seems like...
Hold on, Mayfield's dropping back here. Hold on, Mayfield's dropping back.
Something happened with Morris Mayfield. What is going on? What happened with Morris Mayfield? He is on pit road. I don't know what happened with Morris Mayfield. We're going to have to go and find that out. But Thicker Richard Ketchup back on the track, but again, all by his lonesome. Not sure what happened with the 69 car. Not nice at all.
Not nice.
But we're going to have to see what happened on lap 5.
Some options there. The Iron Chef Racing now got 2 people in the top 5.
Man, they have got good cars. They have got good cars. They showed that on Sunday at Diddler Motor Speedway. They are showing it here on the actual roads of South Tucson. We are seeing it right now. It is Joe John Winchester leading this race. Now, just a reminder, as we get to that point, this is around the time last night when the sandstorm came rolling in. So, again, should that sort of unfortunate weather cause an issue with our race, we are going to freeze the field if we hit lap 6. That will make the race more than halfway over, which makes it an official race. Last night, this happened during lap 5, which meant it was not a full half a race. So that's why we're here tonight, starting it up again. Should we see lap 6 of 10, the race becomes official, and that means Joe John Winchester. Look at that, he's got Pastor Chavez in second place, I guess because of Morris Mayfield dropping out of the.
He's moving up there to get through the flesh tunnel.
Yeah, just gotta bide your time. I'm kind of curious to see what happened to Morris Mayfield. We were focusing on the back of the pack, and instead we should be focusing on our leaders right now. And And El Matador Toto Rosana's made his way back into that front pack. He was kind of lagging behind a little bit, but look at these cars. They are running pretty dang good. And you know that Reverend Pastor Chavez is going to be biding his time looking for that pass should they get to lap 6. Because, again, once it becomes lap 6, the race is official. And you know that what happened yesterday could have been so close to being an official race. They are going to be using that as a strategy should this happen again tonight. Triple X Macklin seemed to have some sort of issue as well.
He must hope for the best of it.
Yeah, that seems to be an issue as well. Macklin and Mayfield both on pit road, but again, not sure where they are at the moment.
We're going
to
Richard Ketchup in the back of there too.
Yeah, he had some issues. Him and Ricky Walton seem to have some issues as well. As we head to the chopper again, we're getting to the chopper.
Just got to get to lap 6. Just got to make it official. You don't want to hit the train either.
No, the train is very much a hazard and an appeal, and something appealing to all the fans here. The train is a very deadly thing. It's a good time to talk about train safety. You know, don't try to cross the train tracks if you know a train's coming, unless you're in the Diddler Cup. Then you know, go ahead and do it. You're gonna lose position otherwise. We're in the Blimpus.
Yeah, that Triple X Macklin. I mean, for a youngster, all he's been busy doing is just Fortnite. Yeah. I mean, he hasn't been doing much racing.
Yeah, he's been doing that Fortnite dance again that I see all the kids doing.
I just wonder if he's just saving up to get a moped.
Maybe so. I mean, but you can't enter a moped, to my knowledge, here in the Diddler Cup. And we're seeing a big old gap as they come in winding down those undulating roads of South Tucson. And who is that in the distance 6? That is Jeff Shanice falling back all by his lonesome. And then we see Kevin Boner-Pillman. They're going to try to reel in Shanice and have 5 cars that can affect challenge for position. But right now it's a 5-car race as we head around. Oh, looks like there's an issue with Paul Alcohol. What's going on with Paul Alcohol? Oh. What happened, Paul Alcohol? He is heading to pit road. There is some issue with Paul Alcohol. Not sure what is going on there.
Just ran the car too hard, just got the dust in the carbine.
Maybe so, but now it is an official race. Joe John Winchester has led.
Fuckers.
Hey, welcome back, my friend.
Yeah, I do, according to my doctor.
But Paul Alcohol and Jeff Gordon, the horse, are back on pit road.
Yeah, I apologize about that. They're still sanding this thing.
Yeah, I understand. It happens, man. It happens. It's all right. We're good,
since 1931 have we experienced the worst sandstorm. That killed 38 people that year.
Man, catch me up on what I missed so far.
Well, the race is now official. We are at lap 6. Yeah. John Winchester has led every single lap. We have had a couple of cars visiting pit road. Morris Mayfield has dropped to the back of the field after having to visit pit road. Triple X Macklin was in the middle of that secondary pack. He is at the back of the field. We had just recently seen on the last lap both Paul Alcohol and Jeff Gordon, the horse, having to send their car to pit road. Not sure what is going on. We're going to check in on them in a little bit.
Wubaba's in 11th place. He's going to do it.
Wubabala has
He's going to do it.
put himself at the front of that that third pack. We see there's a lead pack of 5 cars, a secondary lead group of 4, and then Jim Blossoms and Wubabala lead the Pelican, basically, as we see. And looks like we've lost, looks like Jeff Shanice. We're going to check in on Jeff Shanice. He's kind of in no man's land right now. Middle between, with nobody in front of him, nobody behind him. All around him are familiar faces, worn out places.
And mostly worn out roads that will not be paved, because why should I pay more taxes to get these roads fixed?
Exactly. And now we're seeing
CDOT doesn't do shit.
And we're going to watch and see what Kevin Boner-Pillman leading a pack of 4 cars. That is the number 4, the 10, and the 40. So a bunch of experienced road course drivers, including Mr. Naga's most glorious driver. So good day so far for Blario Blandretti in 13th place right now. That is a good day for Most Glorious Motorsports here on the road courses.
And it's a great day as well for Mario Andretti to come from the back of the field to come into position. That's right, Mario Andretti. Yeah. You know, he's been on the track before.
Look, I hate to correct you, my friend, but that is Blario Blandretti. He is driving the Blapa car. Says right on the hood, Blappa. Not even the other place.
I've never even known the Andretti to be sponsored by Napa Auto Parts.
No, that's Blappa Auto Blarts. Not even.
He won at the Milwaukee Blau.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Blau.
And I remember that track. They turned it into a house and built.
They did.
Oh man,
But,
that's so sad.
Nonetheless, we're seeing this is the big Pelican group, and we're seeing Wubabala is of course in that group. He's kind of biding his time, making sure he gets
making his move here.
He's leading when he needs to, and that's when he crosses the start-finish line. But again, they all kind of spread up, and he's got that speed when they need to do that. Yes, that of course is Blappa Auto Blarts. Better Blasses. At Blappa Auto Blarts. Well done.
They're all about that Blappa blow blow.
That sounds dirty. It probably is. Speaking of dirty, like covered in blood, that is Jim Blossoms in the Bloodco 41 car. Bloodco, of course, the parent organization of Plasma Train. He's a primary sponsor, of course, Plasma Train. Transcontinental Transfusions, a subsidiary of Bloodco Industries. You wanted blood. Why do you care where it came from?
That's a very. You can't be picky in this day and age.
Yeah, it's like we've got blood. Why do you care where it came from? That is the slogan.
It's like you walk in. It's like you walk into Bloodco and you say so.
And I say Frisky.
7 blood, then you got your 93 Ultra, and then you got your 93 Double. And then you got the E80. That's only if you're a vegan.
And we got a new race leader. It is Reverend Pastor Chavez, and something seems to have happened with John Winchester. Oh no! He seems to have visited pit row as well.
It's all that residual sand from the storm.
It looks like they're putting on tires.
Man.
Oh man!
New tires for John Winchester. I don't know if he blew a tire or if this is just a regulated stop. I'm not expecting stops to see on this race, but here we are with it. Reverend Pastor Chavez is leading this race.
Unbelievable. He won this spring race at the actual roads of South Tucson last season. Now he's in position to go back to back and app to mouth.
And belly to belly and app to mouth. That is right. That is app to mouth.
You always go app to mouth, and you could certainly go app to mouth if they win this race here today.
Yep, that of course is a mobile app that delivers food from your favorite restaurant right to your doorstep. If you're tired of eating out, then just go app to mouth. I'm so proud of that one. Shout out to a torn quad out there who helped with that one. And we got 2 Jeffs in the top 4 right now. Jeff Tanaka, Jeff Shanice. Jeff Gordon, the horse, of course, had to make what we thought was an unscheduled pit stop. I don't know where Jeff Gordon, the horse, dropped down to. Down to 22nd. He's back in the pack. So he's only gotten to fall back in. So it seems like that might have been a scheduled stop, as it looks like John Winchester's back on the track along with Paul Alcohol. So it looks like some of these cars not having issues, but some of them just making regular stops, and that's an interesting strategy. I don't know if it's going to be enough to work.
It's a bold strategy here, Chip. Let's see if it plays out.
Well, then we're going to keep an eye on some of those cars. Like, let's keep an eye on John Winchester. Can he catch up? Can he catch up to the rest of those cars? It clearly worked out.
I'm going to say no. He's too far behind there.
Well, we say that, but here's Jeff Gordon.
This is a marathon. It's a marathon. It's not a Publix.
That's true. Yeah, it ain't a Publix. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, because I ain't been arrested for public indecency in a marathon.
I haven't even been arrested for Publix indecency. But we ain't having this. We ain't having this race at 3 a.m. where I need to just piss in a Gatorade bottle, and that's why I bought the Gatorade. And don't you tell me I bought the Gatorade. You tell me where I can and can't piss. You don't got no bathroom, so I'm just gonna piss right here in the store. Okay, I don't care that I just spilled the bottle and you got to clean it up. That's why you got those staffs. Okay, I am not doing it here on the racetrack. I do that in the Publix maybe, but not here.
And that's right. Also, just skip the Gatorade bottle. Just piss on the floor.
That's fair. I I figured
Just
I'd
put a
please-
wet floor sign up and you got it. You're
I
fine.
patronize their business, you know. I like the people at Publix. Publix is incredibly acceptable.
Sometimes I like to take the ale out and call it pubics.
Ah, I like that.
Nice.
That's a good
I
joke
like
there.
that one too. I pube lips. Get it?
And we're seeing
And then-
Jeff Tanaka in second
Then
place.
you get the box of Insta-Rice and you call it pubic rat.
Ah, there we go.
I got syphilis and jokes.
That's right. You save your public defecation for the Piggly Wiggly.
Absolutely. You're gonna take a shit. That's Piggly Wiggly territory right there. Now, Albertsons is where you have a hangover vomit. That is a hangover vomit for Albertsons, okay? I don't want to hear none other bullshit. You can go to Albertsons for whatever the hell you want, but you're gonna vomit after a hangover, that's where you go. Not a drunken vomit. You keep that for the Kroger. Okay?
That's right.
There are rules down here, goddammit.
And of course, Slap Mart gives you a bucket to piss in, and they let you keep the bucket for 99 cents.
Slapmart,
where America pisses.
Slapmart can give you. You can go to Slapmart, and they'll give you a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of.
And you'll save $20 off of the actual retail price.
Exactly, and looking at that, Hans Vasspulver in the mix right now. He's in 11th place in that pack of cars. With Jim Blossoms, Blario Blandretti, and Jeff Cheney seems to have dropped him back to that pack. Slapmart, where America pukes. Thank you.
That's right. That's the new slogan.
We are on the 8th lap. Reverend Pastor Chavez, your leader.
That's right. 3 laps to go. And we're looking at Hans Vasspulver right now, of course. Predator sports car talent who, well, let's just say he did a little bit too much in nose candy, and that's why a German manufacturer fired him for this crappy job driving fake sports cars around on the Durchfall, the Puppenhosen. That's okay, because he gets to drive Diddler Cup cars around the Puppenhosen twice a year.
Yep, we get to go to Durchfall twice this year. We loved it so much. Y'all enjoyed the deep Puppenhosen so much. We decided to add it a second time to the schedule. It is a regular season and a playoff race this year. Looking at Reverend Pastor Chavez in the lead. El Matador Toto Rosanna and Jeff Tanaka in that lead pack. 8 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack of the Chasers, who are through 4 through 7, led by Kevin Boner-Pillman, with Mr. Naga's most glorious driver, Jean-Paul Henry and Giacomo. Gotta say, Jean-Paul Henry, dead last in the first race of the season, had some issues with the car, camshaft issues. Great run for him today. Once the car is up and running, man, that Ford team's got a fast car.
Also, should note that Paul Walker, the 00 car, having some problems there. It looks like he's kind of back in the pits there.
Oh, back in the pits again for Paul Walker. Yep, getting a pit stop right there. Not sure what that was about. Seems to be an issue. And again, we're seeing Paul Alcohol, Ricky Walton, and Thicker Richard Ketchup. A lot of cars having some issues right now. Let's go see what's going on with Paul Alcohol. This is like the second time that he has gone to the back of the field, basically, in one of these races. All climbing Mount Tisdale by his lonesome. Not looking good for that 35 team again.
Well, they've been saying that that War Machine Racing has been spending less money on their race team and more on silly stuff.
Yeah, more on sponsorship opportunities. Again, they got a good race car in that 4 right now. Giacomo racing the hell out of that car, sitting in 7th place. Well, 6th right now, but he registered at 7th with 3 laps to go. He's in that chase pack led by Kevin Boner-Pillman. He could run for 4th place and gets himself some nice points there. As long as these 4 cars keep it together for these last 2 laps, they're looking at a nice payday of points, I'd say.
That's so very true here. Oh, man, Jean-Paul Henry trying to set it up the inside of Giacomo.
This might not be the time to make that pass, young man. But he looks like he might be trying to do it. Again, you got to work together.
Long way around there. You don't want to mess yourself up.
No, not at all do you want to do that. And you can see off in the distance, they got 4 seconds ahead of Jeff Chenise, who led the pack of cars as well. Let's go take to the helicopter view again. See, they start to spread out, but these 4 cars, it might be best for them to work together, protect that 4 through 7 spot, and just say, you know what, let's race for that 4th place when we get to that point. Until then, let's just keep that distance, set a pace, you know, keep it 4 cars because 4 cars is going to power ahead a lot better than 3 are.
This is so much better.
That's just science and maths.
Yeah, that's right. You can't listen. You can't argue with science here. You can't argue with many things like Earth being flat and 4 cars racing together better than 1.
100%, my friend.
There's some of our fine small businesses down here. You see them on the sides of roads in South Tucson, Arizona. They're, of course, what makes this vibrant economy.
And I figure if you're going to be driving this far, you're going to need some high-octane fuel. You need something like beepers.
100%. Put a little beepers in your tank.
Beepers.
Of course, we have not had any sort of pitting or restarts.
Relatively quiet here for the first 2 races for all the pit crews.
You know, that's all right. I think some of them have been unexpectedly busy. I don't understand why some of these cars were pitting what seemed to be fine. Again, Reverend Pastor Chavez leading with 2 to go. It looks like Joe John Winchester is going to fall to the back. He's in 24th right now. And
Tanaka making a move.
yeah, they're making. Well, Tanaka is making a move. He's back up there. Yeah, he's in 2nd place. He tried to make that chase there. We're looking at, again, the battle for 4th right now. That is Kevin Boner-Pillman, Jean-Paul Henry in the center. That is Giacomo on the left, and at the bottom of that is Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver. They're kind of taking a bit of formation, changing who's going to be up in the clean air, who's going to get some benefit from the draft. That's a saving fuel technique. It's also going to not run these cars, overheat them or nothing. They're trying to just kind of keep their pace up Mount Tisdale. This is the real slog here, heading up Mount Tisdale as we go ahead and check in with our leaders, Reverend Pastor Chavez, Jeff Tanaka, and El Matador Toto Rosanna. The 33, 88, and 75 cars.
This is where he won last spring. Can he do it again? He's got all the momentum. He's got Guillermo Big Caracas Chavez calling his race from the pit box.
And the Big Caracas himself. And that ain't no Ritz Caracas, I'll tell you that. But nonetheless, you know, I gotta say, it's interesting. 2 former winners, and Jeff Tanaka, who has just been a very impressive driver. And I'm not sure
Jim, you dropped to the back. Jim is.
He's in the pits. I'm not sure if that's fuel or what's going on with Jim Blossom's in the pits. Not looking
chronic
good for
body
Jim.
fatigue.
Yeah.
Damn it, Jim.
Well, Jim
I
Blossom.
think all the blood drawn out.
And don't look now, but Wubabala got himself a 10th place finish at the last time, so he is up in the top 10 as long as he races to the front of his field. Now that is the danger here. He could drop as far back as 21st, but he could finish as high as 8th just by staying in this pack. And he's running a very smart race. He knows maybe we can't compete with we can't go to the front.
Can't get him here. Just got to get a good finish and then just maybe get it in the next one.
And that is a very smart strategy from that 103 team.
But an endurance race here, you can't rely on dumb luck like having your spontaneously crash into each other.
Yeah, you can always have spontaneous combustion, but not necessarily spontaneous crashes like that. That is very true. And
Which, by the way, the old race that he won last year was the point extravaganza in a qualifying race. How did he win? Playing it simple. Everyone else wrecked. 2nd place finish is everyone else wrecked. That's how the strategy to win. Woo bop hop.
100% on that one. And we're seeing Reverend Pastor Chavez with Jeff Tanaka right on his bumper. El Matador Toto Rosanna, and we see Kevin Boner-Pillman. Well, actually, Jean-Paul Henry is taking the lead, but again, they're interchanging the lead right now. Kevin Boner-Pillman, Giacomo, and Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver has fallen off the pace of that pack, so that's going to be a bit of an issue.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver maybe dropping back to that pack, which means we could see one of those cars led by Bucket Dushine right now move up to 7th. Every point counts at this point, y'all.
Yeah, that's right, because we got to set the field for the 10-race playoffs coming up later this year. But the journey all starts here in South Tucson, Arizona.
That we do, and looking right now, we got 2 Toyotas and a Pontiac at the front of this race. That is very impressive to see. Good to see some of the other makes. You know, we saw Ford be such a force last season. It's nice to see we had a Chevy win the race on Sunday. Got a couple of other manufacturers racing for the lead right now, in Reverend Pastor Chavez in that Toyota, Tanaka in a Toyota, El Matador Toro Rosanna in a Pontiac. And win second or third. Great race here for El Matador Toro Rosanna. Good bit of confidence for that HTE Bassmet racing team.
Here we go. Here we come. It's the white flag here.
Yep, Pastor Chavez.
It's a sprint for the first.
And Pastor Chavez takes that white flag yet again. And that is what we're going to see right now as they go. 1 lap to go. We're seeing how they
Jeff
shake
Tanaka
out.
got loose coming out of that corner. I don't know if he's got enough momentum to climb Mount Tisdale and make him move.
Jeff Tanaka may have made that one error right there. We're watching him climb. We're watching him climb. It's where they can kind of pack together. We're going to keep an eye on these races right now. Jeff Tanaka is all over the road. He's trying to get some clean air right now, making a pass on Mount Tisdale. That's a bold strategy for Tanaka.
Trying to go for it.
He's got it. He's got nothing else to lose here.
Yeah, I get that.
Well, it's a bold strategy to go straight for the win there. I don't know if that's something I would do. I'm basically guaranteed a top 3 spot. You can race him at the end, but he's making that gamble, but he's staying in pace. Meanwhile, we're gonna go check in, and we're seeing a 12-second gap between 3rd and 4th. Kevin Boner-Pillman, Jean-Paul Henry, and Giacomo. Bunch of seasoned drivers right there. Racing for 4th place. We'll, of course, check in on that battle after we get to the finish. And then we, of course, have the battle for 7th, led right now by Nikolai, the Soviet driving bear, and Blario Blandretti. And Enios Marina's in that battle, too. Look at that. Bunch of cars all bunched up right there. We're checking in on that when that happens.
That's such a competitive field, and of course, a bear will lead him just as you expected. A bear leading Mario Andretti.
Yeah, look at that big run that Reverend Pastor Chavez just got in that clean air. Just left El Matador Toro Rosanna in the dust, and he had to get behind Jeff Tanaka just there.
Oh man, Jeff Tanaka's making a move for 2nd. Does he have enough to make a move for the winner? Will Pastor Chavez make it back-to-back in the Dehydration Grand Prix?
That would be quite the story if we see that happen. They got a lot of time still to go in this race. It's a 12.8-mile course. There's a long lap to make, and we're seeing it right now. They're coming around those corners.
I don't know if I'm Jeff Tanaka. I'm moving him right here. I'm just straight up dumping his ass.
You mean getting into the back of him?
Yeah, and you should have just wrecked him there.
That would have been an interesting strategy to see if that happened. They're coming around again. We're going to go ahead to the helicopter to see where they are on this course. We're seeing Jeff Gordon, the horse, in 8th place as well. Top 10 finish. Another top 10 finish for the Iron Jeffs as they come around passing those small businesses, making that right turn. And pretty soon they're going to be racing for this finish. Jeff Tanaka is right on the bumper. El Matador Toro Rosanna cannot keep up right now. Jeff Tanaka going to race Pastor Chavez really hard here on this one. Let's keep an eye on this one. Let's see what happens. Can he do it? They are still coming around. There is the billboard, of course.
Just wreck each other, damn it. That's a Lightning Lloyd Shivers way.
He's looking to try that. Let's see if he's making that look. He's right on his bumper, looking to find the right time to make that pass. They're coming so close to the finish line. Checkered flag is getting ready to be raised.
My God.
Wait. Tanaka right on his bumper. He's waiting for that moment. They have the road is not opened up, which is the indicator that we are getting so close. So close to that finish line. Again, 12.8-mile laps. That is such an exhausting day for these drivers. 10 laps is like an eternity. But right now, Reverend Pastor Chavez just wants to get right to that finish line. He's got to fend off 2 tough drivers, 2 veteran drivers, 2 hungry drivers who want a playoff spot. This is where he did it before. He wants to do it again. The field is opened up. We're looking at it. Tanaka's making his move. Tanaka's making his move. Can he
Oh,
do
man.
it? It's not enough, and to get the horsepower to do it, no, it's gonna be Reverend Pastor Chavez hanging on to get the victory. Jeff Tanaka hangs on to second place. El Matador Toto Rosanna into third. And here comes Kevin Boner Pillman leading the pack of cars. The chase
Hold on, they
pack.
split.
Kevin Boner Pillman taking fourth. Giacomo in fifth. Jean-Paul Henry gets sixth. Let's head over to Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear as they are still contended for that spot. It looks like it's going to be the Bear in seventh. What a finish for the Bear.
That's a damn good finish for the Bear. Of course, he won't know because he's.
Wow, we actually have a tie for second in the times. I guess it goes to the 10,000ths of a second. It's registering Tanaka in second place. That's what we're going with, y'all.
Oh my goodness
What
gracious!
a close
damn
race. That is literally as close as it can get, y'all.
Folks, you can't get much closer than this. You're gonna.
You literally
have to get
cannot.
closer
Like,
to the
there's
cut.
no physical way that this can happen any closer than that.
I think we've seen close. Just go with it for us. This help builds us out, man.
I mean, hey,
They're all just parking right here, right in the middle of the mountain. No
Yep.
big deal.
And that is basically how things are going to go. They are looking at
There'll
it.
be a
we're
lot of
seeing-
tow trucks needed.
And it looks like everybody has consecutively run out of gas. Well, that is your winner right there. There's your winner as he slowly creeps over Mount Tisdale. Fuck Mountain indeed. That makes you say, fuck Mountain. And there the car are going to ceremoniously park themselves on top of Mount Tisdale. Fuck Mountain. Call it what you like. It is a celebratory. And we can hear inside the car Reverend Pastor Chavez getting congratulated. What a race that was. El Matador Toto Rosanna having a good run. Doug Pork, top 10 finish for Doug Pork, 10th place. Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear in 7th. That is Richard Blood, 12th place. Great run for Richard Blood. Got to consider that one a bit of a victory for him. Henri back in the top 10 again. Petrol Topoff, 16th place, doing all right there. Ennio Sparini up to 9th place. Good to see the South Tucson Youth Motorsports team getting a top 10 finish there. And Glario Blandretti, great finish for the rookie in 8th place. But today, y'all, it is all about Reverend Pastor Chavez. As we have an official race winner. We're going to see it right now. There it is. It's Reverend Pastor Chavez. And that is... Excuse me. There we go. Got to stop that for a second.
Oh, damn it.
Had the music playing for a second. There you have there is our winner, Reverend Pastor Chavez. Lloyd, can we dial up him on the race radio? I know he is like miles from here. We can't go down to the pits.
All right. Yes, up on the top of Mount Tisdale, we have Reverend Pastor Chavez in the car. Reverend, my man, 2 years in a row winning this Tucsonade Dehydration Grand Prix. How does it feel, man? I tell you, it's a wonderful feeling. I just want to thank the Lord, heaven above, for blessing me with a wonderful apple mouth. That's right, the apple mouth. You go apple mouth. You have a good time eating whatever food you like. I want to thank everyone in Moscow's Motorsports. I want to thank Crochet Big Caracas, man. He's a wonderful man, great guy, and I want to thank, yes, and of course, Aptomouth. We go Aptomouth to the front to the playoffs, man. Unbelievable. Wow!
All right, well done, Reverend Pastor Chavez. It was excellent to see you racing. Second time winning at this track. I mean, you've got a history with road courses. You're a specialist on it. You saw so many leaders just kind of drop off the front of the race. I mean, what did you guys just have the best car? Do you think? Was there issues? What were you seeing from where you were?
Oh man, it was just a wonderful race for me, man. The roads are so they're the best first fucking roads ever.
And no doubt about that. I imagine you're used to that being from your home country of Venezuela. That's about the quality of roads we expect to see there, I imagine, as well. But yeah, you got in the lead at about lap 7 once Joe John Winchester and Morris Mayfield in that 69 car had dropped off. And I mean, did it just become? Was it easier to be at the front, or was it easier to kind of be the one waiting to take the lead? Because I mean, it seemed like you just did not have a care in the world that you were getting followed.
Now I know that this car ran so great up in the front. As I said, Big Rockets, he built a wonderful car for us, and now we're in the playoffs, and we're just gonna try and win it again, baby.
Well, congratulations there, Reverend Pastor Chavez. We'll see you as you come around eventually back to the start-finish line into the pits. We're kind of just checking on things. Congratulations, congratulations on making the playoffs and on another big victory for you and that 33 team. Man, that is the third victory, gentlemen, for Reverend Pastor Chavez. He's gotten himself one in each. I believe he's got himself one in each. Oh no, I think he got 2 last year. He had 2. He had one in the playoffs last year as well because he had the win in this race. That was in the second half of that was the second race of the season, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he won twice because he won once to get into the playoffs, and he won a second one here. So third race, second on this track for Reverend Pastor Chavez. Great to see. Right now
doing the Lord's work and winning races.
What a goddamn auto race, y'all. Amazing auto race. We're going to take a look at the we were pulling up right here. What we're looking at right now, this is lap 4. We're seeing that is Morris Mayfield attacking Mount Tisdale, and you see something. There's a little wobble on the car. This is the best thing I can figure out. We're kind of watching. He's kind of going over those hills. I wonder if he just cut a tire. And you know what? We actually already missed it. He already went over to pit lane. We're going to go ahead and rewind that for y'all. But his car makes a little wobble coming up one of the hills. And we're going to see, I'm not sure, it happens right around here. I wonder if he picked up something in a tire and had to go change a tire on the flat. That is unfortunate to happen for Morris Mayfield. Had a good car, led that race. Not sure what happened. That's our best guess right now. But that is the nature of the beast here on the actual roads of South Tucson. There might be some random shit on the road. Yeah, right there. He gets a little loose. I think he picked up something there. And right when he's coming, yeah, he knew he had to get off the pit road. That is a dang shame right there. That is an absolute shame. As we continue to pull up. See if we got to pull up any other. Gentlemen, we got to pull up any other. Do we have any other info, wrecks or things we got to figure out what happened? I'm trying to figure out myself here, and I'm not.
There really wasn't much happening in the way of wrecks or anything. It just went off the car.
Yeah, just again, problems with the car. People had problems with the car. Not any Ospirina this time.
It's a marathon, not a.
Exactly.
It's a Albertsons, not a T-Mobile.
Yes, sir. That is 100% correct there. And we're going to get ahead and get ourselves some updated. Bear with us here as we're pulling up to see. We're going to see what happened to Winchester. I'm going to see if I can pull that up. Meanwhile, we're also just getting our scroll updated so y'all can have some information at the bottom of y'all's screens as well. We're going to pull up Joe John Winchester right now and see what in the hell happened to that car. because he was leading this dang race until he was in the pits. Now, we're going to go ahead and see. It was about, yeah, this is when he was leading. Man, you know what? I think something might have happened again. I think he might have picked up something in the tire as well, because that looks... We saw him going and getting tires. Remember, we did see that happen. We saw the car being lifted and the jackman working on the car. I don't know what happened here. We're going to take a look at this. You're going to see that we're coming over the, again, those undulating hills, South Tucson here. Let's go ahead and bring it back up here for you. And we're watching it here. I'm going to see, gentlemen, as you watch as well, just see if there's anything you notice. I'm kind of keeping an eye on stuff. I can't for the life of me figure out what happened to this 47 car. They had a good car all race. My only thought is maybe they picked up a flat tire or something and had to just pull off. But coming over the hill, gets a little loose. You know, it gets a little loose right there, and that's where I think he knew he had to pull over and get into the pits, and he pulls right over there into the pits. I don't know. I don't see anything other than just, you know, the car getting a little loose here on lap 6. I can't see anything, y'all. Anything from you guys?
I got nothing. I don't know what to tell you.
I know Latin Lloyd kind of passed me a little note. Didn't want to say it on air, but you know, he was checking in on the race radio. Said there was a lot of swearing going on that 47 car. So clearly, whatever happened, you can see he's getting tires right there, and that basically gave the lead to. Yeah, we had Morris Mayfield still in the pits. I guess there might have been some issue with the car. It wasn't necessarily tires, but yeah, I don't know. It gave Reverend Pastor Chavez the lead. But nonetheless, that is it. Well, we are, those are our highlights, y'all. And nonetheless, there we head back over. And you can see our updated standings as we are updating all of our race results at the bottom of the screen. Gentlemen, what a goddamn auto race it has been.
It has been outside of the sandstorms. It's been a goddamn auto race.
You know, worth the delay, worth the rate, worth the wait. Reverend Pastor Chavez is your winner, and he has made it up to second place because of that one win in the playoffs. Your points leader right now is Jeff Tanaka. Jeff Tanaka leading on the points. Jeff Gordon, the horse right behind him. Giacomo, Kevin Boner Pillman, Bucket Dushine, El Matador Toto Rosanna, Joe John Winchester, Jeff Shanice. That is your top 10. All three Jeffs in the field, in the top 10. And I'm looking at those. Look at that top 10 right now. As I see, it kind of scrolls across your screen right now. Again, when it comes to the playoffs, the winners get bumped up to the top. So, again, we're looking at points right now. Our points leader of the non-winners is Jeff Tanaka, so that's good positioning for him. And we're seeing some good position of those teams as we're watching Reverend Pastor Chavez as he led this race. Folks, it has been a goddamn auto race, has it not, boys?
It's been impressive. I wonder what we got coming up next, though.
Well, next we've got I don't want to go too crazy about it, y'all, but we are going to hell. We're going to Daytona, baby. Oh shit. We're going to Daytona, baby.
We're going to the beach. We are going to the
Daytona Beach.
Crab shells and potentially other souvenirs.
Souvenirs.
Assure you, we are not going to the Daytona 500 Richard Petty driving experience.
Yeah,
do not find us there. We will not be there.
We will not be there.
We'll be at the local Dave & Buster's playing Mario Kart instead.
Absolutely. Yes, we'll be playing all sorts of auto racing video games. But we will not be going to... We are not going to tell all y'all to meet us at the Richard Petty driving experience in Daytona Beach, where we will not be having a, air quotes, Daytona, air quotes again, 500, because that would be illegal trespassing. I'm winking really hard at the microphone.
You can't see it.
No, it's radio. But Lightning Lloyd, you still with us here? We lose Lightning Lloyd. Lightning Lloyd went out to.
I think he might have got to try to sneak in there and cut the sand on the beach, because I assure you, once again, that we are not trying to break in to the Daytona 500.
No,
we are going there simply to visit Chip's mother-in-law and other close relative of Chip Chapman.
Yeah, she's taking her Winnebago to the infield just to go stargazing, and we're gonna go meet her.
Again, I assure you, we had no intention of trying to break into the Richard Petty driving experience. Zero.
Well, that is it for us. So thank y'all for joining us. It has been a goddamn auto race for Lightning Lloyd Shivers, who has been a trooper today with all sorts of technological difficulties.
I think we all have.
Yeah, we're gonna get this all sorted out. Let's get out of South Tucson, for fuck's sake. This sandstorm is just getting too much, and I don't need to be in one anymore. So let's go Daytona, baby.